Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today you have me. Today we're going to be doing my banana cream pie. It's going to be done in two sessions. Same video, but 2 sessions. So we're going to do first the custard, and I'm going to put all the ingredients down in the description box down below. So you'll find everything there. This pie has taken me a very, very long time to master. I started it when I was, I believe, 17 or 18 years old. It used to be completely just pudding for a good 5 years. And then I finally found out the trick. So hopefully the video will help all of you all master custard. All right, so continue watching. Okay, so first you're gonna have in here your eggs. You're gonna have 3 egg yolks and 2 whole eggs. So what I do is I just literally hover over the trash can and just make sure I take out all the egg whites and make sure that the 3 egg yolks are in here and 2 whole eggs in here. And then I just kind of mix them up like this. Also in here in this little bowl, you're gonna put 1 full cup of sugar. Like this. This bowl is too small, so you're just gonna mix it together. Also in here we're gonna do a half a cup of cornstarch as well. Make sure you get a large enough bowl for this, because otherwise you're gonna be mixing kind of slow like this. So this mixture, once we get this all mixed up, is going to be set to the side, and then we'll move on to. Okay, so now this is mixed. It doesn't matter if it's not mixed very well, this one, because it's going to get put inside of another mixture. So just set this to the side. Okay, so for the next part, we're going to do, you're going to need a medium saucepan like this. You're gonna need 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. You're gonna put that in here. You're also gonna need 1 cup of whole milk. And it's okay if you use skim milk or 2% or whichever milk you wanna use. It's just gonna come out richer if you used whole milk. So it's 1.5 cups of whole milk. And a half a cup of sugar. And then also in here, we're going to be using vanilla. Not sure if y'all can see that. This is Mexican vanilla. Probably the most trickiest part for me, if I was measuring how much vanilla I was putting in here, I would say probably maybe like a teaspoon, but I do not measure it. I literally just splash it in there. Just like that, about that much, probably a little bit more than a teaspoon. And then what we're gonna do here is we're just gonna mix this up. You want to put your heat between low and medium. If you have a gas stove, you just kind of put it between low and medium. If I was using an electric stove, it's probably gonna be like level 5 or 4. Just so that you don't burn the milk. So you just want to whisk this until you don't feel the granules of the sugar. And then once all of that's kind of melted away, we're going to combine this and the other mixture that we just did together. All the sugar is dissolved into the milk. And so now we're going to take the other mixture that we did, the egg mixture, and we're going to pour it in here very slowly. This is very important. If you do it way too fast, the egg will cook inside of here because the milk is very hot. So you literally have to pour it little by little and continue to whisk this. This is probably the hardest part of this whole process. Just because you have to hold it and it kind of can get heavy, and then just continue to whisk it as it's getting poured in. Okay, so now we're here. I'm gonna turn up the heat just a tad. So we're at a full medium flame. So if you have an electric stove, I would say between 5 and 6 at this point. Do not stop stirring this at all. You have to continue to whisk it, and you will feel it getting thicker as you whisk. So this process right here will probably take, depending on how high you have your heat, anywhere from 5 to 7 minutes. And then you're gonna start to see this break. So when I was learning how to do the pie, I didn't understand what that meant for this to break. So you're gonna see this get to a point where it starts to boil, and you have to remove this very quickly from the flame when it starts to reaching that boiling point, which is the breaking point. So you just continue to get there. Okay guys, so you see how this is getting really thick? It's about to reach the breaking point that you need the custard to get. And I have been going for a good probably 15 minutes. So it's about to get there. When it starts to boil, you need to remove it from the heat immediately. Otherwise, it's gonna burn and get grainy. You don't want that. You see that? That's really good. I don't know if you can hear it. Whoop. And if it pops on you, it's gonna be very hot. So get ready. It's about there. And if it's getting here, this is good. So you can go ahead and turn off the flame. And what you're gonna do, you're gonna get a clear glass bowl, and you're going to pour the mixture in here. And you should see it, the texture of this. If at this point you're gonna know if it's gonna be firm or not when it sets. If it doesn't look like this and it's watery, you did not wait long enough for it to reach the breaking point. That was my biggest mistake throughout the years. I was not waiting for it to get like this. So this is what it needs to look like. So you will place it in this clear glass bowl, and then you're going to get parchment paper or waxed paper, and you're going to just touch the top of the mixture with this, because if you don't, what will happen is it'll create a film on top there, and basically you'll just have to remix it, and you don't want to have to do that. So after that, you just place this in the refrigerator for probably a good 1 to 2 hours, enough to where this will cool down. This is very, very hot. So yeah. Okay guys, so this is the second part. So while the custard is setting in the refrigerator, I normally like to do my pie. So I buy the Honey Made graham crackers. This also comes, if you can find it, already crushed. I was not so lucky to find that this year at my grocery store. And this is a huge, huge deal, the Honey Made one. I did try it over the summer. The Keebler brand does not taste the same, in my opinion. But to each his own. So if you can't find it, you're gonna have to do it the good old-fashioned way. So literally, I get this and literally just start breaking them, crushing it. I will use this to literally crush the graham crackers. So crush graham crackers. So you need about 1.25 cups of this for your pie. So I have already, I'm gonna measure this out now. So it's really important that all of the graham crackers are pretty crushed, if you can. If you have big pieces like this, you're gonna wanna continue to crush that. So I do. So this is what so you can just get a bowl, put it in there, and I normally will have like a little small cup, like so, and I literally will just crush it with the bottom. Just to make sure that all of those are really fine. Now if you find the already crushed graham crackers, number one, congratulations, because you got lucky. Okay, so I already know that this is a cup because I just measured it out. So you're gonna pour that in here into your KitchenAid or just a bowl. If you don't have a KitchenAid, that's okay. It's gonna take a little bit of a longer time, but that's okay. If you don't have one of these, I highly suggest investing in one. Completely changed my life. Just saves time. To measure this out, I only need 1/4 of it. So here's the 1/4. I'm going to put this in here as well. Okay, so you're also going to need 1/4 of sugar as well. And you're also going to need 1/4 of butter. But this needs to be room temperature or melted. I like to melt it a little bit, so I'm going to place it into this plastic thing and I'm going to microwave it. So then it's going to be melty like this, and you're going to put that in there. So the last step for the crust, and this is the secret to my pie crust, is I literally, not half of the banana, but maybe this much of the banana, I will put that also into the crust. So this is the huge secret that is probably the key factor as to why everybody loves the crust. It makes it more chewy, and I just kind of just smush it a little bit in my hands so it mixes well. I'm gonna just throw this in here and put it to mix. Okay, so you're gonna get some wax paper. After this is done mixing, you're gonna get some wax paper and cut 2 pieces, one for the top, one for the bottom. And this is how the mixture should look. So once you get that out of here, you're just gonna place that on here, and this should have like a good sheen to it. That's gonna be from the butter and from the banana. So if it doesn't look like this, it's not gonna come out chewy, and that's really what you want from this crust. You want it to have a good chew on this one. So from there, you're going to take the other wax paper, put it on top. You're just gonna roll this out. That is what it should look like. Then you're gonna get your pie pan. This is about an 8-inch, and this is the brand that I get because it comes with a plastic top and bottom. I normally give some of these out for the holiday season, and so it's really good to just give away and for traveling as well. They're pretty stable. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the top wax paper off. You're gonna set that to the side if you're gonna make multiple crusts. Then you're gonna set this on top here, and then you're just going to flip it like this, and just kind of press it into the pie pan. And the excess that's too big for it will just kind of fall off, or you'll just have to kind of press it off as well. So I just kind of like to do that. So it does that work for me. And then simply just take off the wax paper, kind of slow, because the crust will rise if you do it too fast. You just can't just rip it off. So yeah, so this is what your crust should look like, really nice. And I will show you what it looks like done. Hey guys! Okay, so it's a new day. I'm gonna do the whipped cream real quick, and what you're gonna need is 1 cup of heavy whipping cream, and this is what that is, heavy whipping cream. So you're just gonna put this into your KitchenAid or your mixer or a bowl if you're not using a KitchenAid. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna get 2 teaspoons of sugar. That's all you need. The pie is extremely sweet, so the whipped cream does not need to be extremely sweet. Okay, then you're also going to need a splash of vanilla. By measuring it, you could probably use a teaspoon as well. I just go by, I don't even know what you call that. I just splash it in there. Okay, then you're going to put it to mix. Okay, so when I mix mine in here, because it's liquid and it'll splash everywhere, I normally just cover it with a little towel. But there it goes. So you're gonna see the whipped cream get thick like this, and this is when you're gonna want to make it to stop, because it'll be ready. Okay. And that's the texture. Okay guys, so this is how the pie crust came out. Looks pretty good. Okay, and here's the whipped cream, and here is the custard. So this is straight out of the fridge, and so this is how it's gonna be. It's very, very firm, so it's not moving anywhere. So this is perfect. This is how it should look. So we're gonna assemble the pie, and so what you wanna do first is take off the wax paper, the parchment paper that you had, and you just want to give this a good stir like this. So you pretty much, this is perfect. This came out perfect, so this is how you want that to be. So to assemble the pie, you're gonna get some bananas. I make sure that these are very, very, very firm, so they're nowhere near being ripe, because it's gonna stay in the pie. And so depending on how long the pie is going to be lasting, your bananas will be, you know, okay. They'll keep their take, okay? So first thing I do is I start slicing up all the bananas. I just let it fall in there. I don't really care too much on how thick. That's really to your liking. I don't cut them too thick, but not too thin. Like, I want the banana to be noticeably there. I also try to make a couple, at least 2 to 3 layers of banana custard, and that's what I like to do. So then I just kind of place them around, make sure they're evenly spread apart in the pie, like this. Then I get the custard and place that in there like this, and just kind of smooth it out. Okay guys, so this is my pie. I hope you guys are able to make it, and if you have any questions, just let me know below. All right, have a great day.